Hello, peace and all good, and welcome to the Franciscan Friars of the province of St. Barbara. My name is Father Chuck Talley. I'm Vocation's coordinator for the province. In the next few minutes during this video presentation, we'll kind of give you an introduction, an overview of ourselves, our way of living and praying, and also of our ministries. You'll be able to meet several of our friars as they present themselves and a little bit of their own vocation stories and a little bit about their ministries. At the end of the video, we're going to try to give you some concrete suggestions of things that you might consider doing yourself that we believe will help you in your own discernment process. So sit back, enjoy the video, be open to God's Spirit working within you, and pay attention to your own responses. Ask yourself while you're watching these clips, what is it about this that attracts me to or might attract me to this way of life? Conversely, just ask yourself, well, what do I find distracting? What puts me off? All of that will be really good information for you in your own discernment path. Thanks for watching and enjoy.
We are here in the Mission Church at Old Mission San Luis Rey. This is one of the famous California missions founded by Blessed Junipero Serra beginning in 1769. For the last 200 years and more, Franciscans have been serving in the western United States. Here, as in other missions in California, the Franciscans came first to be where the church was not yet present, to evangelize, to preach the good news of Christ to the native peoples of this area. Over the years, as the population of the western U.S. has changed, Franciscans have served immigrants from Germany, from the Middle East, more recently, immigrants from South and Central America, from Mexico, from Asia. The missions of California represent the commitment of Franciscans to proclaim the gospel of Christ to the ends of the earth. Many of us may not think of California as the ends of the earth today, but it was in the 1700s. Our challenge remains to find those places where the church cannot be present or is not yet present in today's world. This leads Franciscans into new kinds of missions, whether in California or in other parts of the world, to find where the church needs to be present among people on the margins of society, people who have been alienated from the faith, or those whose personal problems keep them far away from traditional church structures. Today we look at the missions of California and think of them as beautiful monuments of the past. But they also stand for that commitment of Franciscans to be with people who otherwise would not have the presence, the proclamation, the peace-filled message of Christ available in their lives.
It was rather strange beginning because in my own family we were non-religious as such. I had a father who was baptized Catholic but not, and a mother baptized Lutheran, never went to church, neither of them. So I think it came about when I was in high school, and one of my teachers in the public high school called me in one day and wanted to know what I was going to do with my life when I got out of high school. And I said, I really didn't know. And so he said, have you ever thought about becoming a priest? And this man was an Episcopalian.
I got interested in the Franciscans in 1984 when I met a friar who was a missionary. And he used to come and visit the Salvadorian community in Los Angeles. And his life, and his simplicity was an inspiration to me because he was a man who had a care for the people, care for his missionary work.
Even as a young friar, a young priest, I thought, oh, there are things that I could never do, and I've ended up doing them. And they gave me opportunities to grow and to change that I never would have imagined that I could even do. It's been a wonderful, wonderful experience.
If you really want to know if this is what you're looking for, you need to try. You need to go and see. You need to see if this is what you want.
Do not be afraid. Just give God a chance and give yourself an opportunity to see if you have a vocation or not. If you don't have a vocation, you will get your money back.
Hello again. Hope you enjoyed this brief overview of the Franciscan Friars of the province of St. Barbara. At this point, you're probably asking yourself, well, what the heck do I do next? That's where we come in. We have some very concrete and practical suggestions for things that you might do that will help you in your own path of discernment. They all involve getting in touch. Get in touch with God, get more in touch with yourself, and by all means, get in touch with your community of faith. Get more in touch with God. Look at your prayer life and think about making a conscious and consistent effort to have a regular time of prayer each day. Be involved in the Eucharist, not just on the weekly basis with your faith community, but during the week as your schedule allows. You may think about taking a retreat, either with a group of others or on your own. Our Vocations office offers a number of discernment retreat possibilities throughout the year, so don't hesitate to get in touch with us. There's also a lot of spiritual reading that you can do, both about the spiritual life, about religious life, the religious vocation, and the spirituality of various religious communities. All of that can be really helpful to you. Get more in touch with yourself. By all means, find a spiritual director. It could be a priest, a brother, a religious sister, or a layperson who has a specific training in this very important area of discovery. Make plans to see them on a regular basis and pay attention to the feedback that you get in your conversations. This process will really help to inform you on the ways in which the Spirit is moving you ever so gently in your path of discernment. Get in touch with your faith community. If you're not a regular member of a specific parish or faith community, join one now and get involved, get in touch with them through any kind of ministry that you're able to do according to your schedule and needs and talents. You know, working in a parish community or a faith community setting is a great way to get a preview of what it is like to live in a religious community 24/7. Find a prayer or discernment group that may be operating in your area. You can contact us. We have ongoing groups in major cities throughout the West and Southwest, or you can also contact your diocesan office of vocations in this area. If you'd like more information about the Franciscan Friars, feel free to contact us. We're always available to help you, to provide you with information, and to accompany you in your own process of discernment. Just a final word, a few words of encouragement. Hang in there. God has a plan for each one of us, and it's really a plan for our happiness. You already have expressed through your interest in our community that you have an open heart and a generous heart. And God always rewards a generous heart. God does not move our hearts without providing us the grace to respond appropriately. So lots of luck, keep in touch, God bless, and peace and all good.